before Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first state visit to the United States, a federal court agreed to New Delhi's request through Washington for the extradition of Pakistan-origin Canadian businessman Tahawwur Rana to India, where he is sought for his involvement in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks. Now, in a major victory for India's fight in bringing the perpetrators of the 26/11 Mumbai attacks to justice, the U.S. Magistrate Judge, in fact, of the District Court of Central District of California, issued this 48-page order on Wednesday saying Rana should be extradited to India under the extradition treaty between India and the United States. And in that sense, this certainly is a big update coming in with Tahawwur Rana's extradition inching closer. US court approving the extradition of the 26/11 Mumbai attack accused. Let me go across to Rishabh joining us with more details. Where do things stand as of now if we go by the latest update coming in from the US court? It's very significant that it's taking place ahead of the Prime Minister's visit to the United States.
Definitely, if you see, India has been trying to extradite Tahawwur Rana to India for quite some time now. He was arrested by United States authorities on the request of Indian authorities.
All right, Rishabh, just interrupting you. Mr. Ujjawal Nikam is with us here on the phone line. Sir, you've been closely following the case as far as the Mumbai terror attacks is concerned. The role that has been played by Tahawwur Rana, sir, and he now being extradited to India. What are your thoughts on this, sir?
Indeed, it's a great victory for India so far as the order of extradition is the Tahawwur Rana. Basically, Tahawwur Rana and David Headley, they are the conspirators. David Headley, before the attack of 26 November, had visited Mumbai, Pune, Delhi. Not only that, but he had taken the video footage places that had attacked.
Okay, we'll just reconnect with you, sir. We seem to have a troubled audio line with you, Rishabh. It's important to also highlight how the 48-page order says that Rana should be extradited to India based on the extradition treaty between the two countries, and that's why we're laying emphasis on the fact that, the Prime Minister's due to visit the United States, of course, speaks volumes about the kind of relationship India shares with the US as well.
Definitely, both India and US have been diplomatically sending out a strong message of partnership between both the countries, be it United Secretary of State.
Apologies interrupting you again. Mr. Nikam is back with us. Sir, if you can complete your point there. As you were mentioning, David Coleman Headley as well, who has been already questioned and interrogated by the Indian forces as well.
As David Headley was interrogated by our forces after the terror attack of 26 November, that is after the arrest and convict by the US court, David Headley was convicted on the plea bargain agreement for about 35 years. Now, David Headley had given the sensitive revelation in his statement made to the US court, and we have used that statement for unfolding the entire criminal conspiracy. I have examined David Headley in Mumbai court after tendering pardon to him for disclosing the nature and the magnitude of the criminal conspiracy behind the terror attack of 26 November. David Headley had given clinching evidence in Mumbai court on oath through video conferencing, disclosing that Tahawwur Rana and himself, they were basically Pakistani national. Later on, they accepted the American citizenship. And Tahawwur Rana had permitted David Headley to open the immigration office at Mumbai. In fact, David Headley was carrying his office, using and occupying his office in Mumbai, which was used for facilitating the terrorist activity so far as the terror attack of 26 November. David Headley also, I have taken his evidence for about 6 days continuously in Mumbai court. David Headley had also shared the email correspondence which was exchanged between LAT operatives and himself. There was one diary, in the one diary, the certain telephone mobile numbers were noted by him. When I asked him about whose numbers were there, then he disclosed that there was the Pakistani army official. He disclosed their names with the designation also. So Tahawwur Rana was serving as a doctor before he took the citizenship of America, and he was serving he was treating the certain American people, certain Pakistani army officers. That what we can draw the logical deduction. So the order of the extradition of Tahawwur Rana, I think it would disclose further the magnitude and the enormity of the entire criminal conspiracy behind the terror attack of 26 November, their close nexus with the army officer of Pakistan, as well as the Lashkar-e-Toiba operatives.
Okay. Mr. Nikam, what do you make of the speed at which this case is proceeding, and what may lie ahead of us in this legal battle? Because India had originally filed a complaint in this manner to seek his extradition in 2020.
Yes, because, you see, we have now tangible evidence, not only against the Tahawwur Rana, but we have a tangible evidence against the David Headley, as well as we have the certain other material which would throw floodlight as to how the terrorist attack on Mumbai was sponsored from Pakistan's soil.
Mr. Nikam, sir, two quick questions. Do you believe that the US may put certain conditions as far as in what way that Tahawwur Rana's extradition to India may look like? And do you believe with the NI now taking over, once his extradition is done, would actually give a completely new turn to the investigation, sir?
I won't say that this would take a but certainly Indian embassy gets certain new information as to how the criminal conspiracy was hatched and who were the participants in the criminal conspiracy.
Mr. Nikam, now this big update is coming from a US court, but I also want to quote what a spokesperson for the State Department referred to while speaking on this case, because I want to understand from you on what you think about the United States' commitment to the case. He said that the US is committed to combating terrorism globally and its strong counter-terrorism relationship with India. Are you certain about its commitment?
Yes, I am now sure and optimist also, because I had visited Chicago also. I had been to Washington with one of the now senior NI officer, Mr. Atul Chandra Kulkarni, who is the joint director now in NI. And we found a very positive and very warm response from the US authorities for combating terrorism. And that is what we could take the evidence of David Headley through video conferencing. Though David Headley was in US, we took his evidence through video conferencing. So I think India has good cooperation from the US government. That is what I can say.
Right, but Mr. Nikam, how optimistic are you as far as Pakistan being exposed and being nailed here in this investigation here is concerned? Because dossier after dossier that has been sent across to Pakistan, and only cosmetic changes or cosmetic action only that has been taken by Pakistan so far.
You are absolutely right. So far, Pakistan was asking us to furnish the evidence about the criminal conspiracy. Though criminal conspiracy was on their soil, myself and the government of India's officials, my officials from earlier visited Islamabad after the execution of Advocate Ujjawal, and to proceed.
All right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Nikam, for that detailed conversation and for taking our time here on Times Now. Let me quickly take in a word from Bhavtosh as well. He's been tracking the story for us. Bhavtosh, Mr. Nikam did highlight what perhaps may lie ahead of us as far as this big legal battle is concerned, but this certainly has taken things to move in a certain positive direction now, but there's a lot more to do still.
Well, Christine, the case of Tahawwur Rana is different from David Headley Coleman. David Headley Coleman, a US citizen, entered into a plea bargain, and that's the reason why he was sentenced to 35 years of imprisonment in US. NIA had gone to Chicago and questioned him at length over a period of 10 years. He did admit that the immigration business cover that he was given was by Tahawwur Rana, and Tahawwur Rana, Canadian citizen, was formally arrested when he was in Los Angeles, and that arrest was done by the FBI. Now, the statement that was issued at that point of time clearly mentioned that Tahawwur Rana was a complicit in the 26/11 attack. Now, the reason why it is so important is that 165 people lost their lives in a diabolical terror attack that was carried out by Pakistan. Enough dossiers have been sent by India to Pakistan. Pakistani army doctor Tahawwur Rana was one of the major planners of this entire attack.
Providing as far as support, financial support, logistical support, and even advisance on the immigration office setup. That too to David Coleman Headley, who he called as his childhood friend. Thank you very much, Bhavtosh, for joining in. So over 160 innocent lives that were lost in the Mumbai terror attack. It's been 15 years on, and even United States citizens having lost their lives, that this extradition has now come in the favor of India. With that, it's a wrap on this news bulletin.